What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Here for another episode of Off the Pull Up. This episode is called Brunch with your boy Killa. Usually we do the early morning vibes, but been kind of late. Shout out to my boy C the Shooter. He up in traffic right now. Hopefully, if we be on long enough, we be able to get him up in here. If not, I'm saying I'm gonna hold us down for the day, at least on this segment. Got a pretty good show for you today. I like where we going with this. Been getting a lot of good feedback from the people that we know that watched it. Been getting subscribers. The subscribers is going up. We're trying to hit that. We're trying to hit that 500 mark, man. So if you like what you see and you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification that keeps you updated on what we getting into. We got a lot of clips, shorts, you know what I mean? Just stuff to add to it. And we go live all the time, and we're making clips, and again, we're learning the process, but eventually we're going to start producing more episodes than going live. So, we could do a little better deep dives. The show could look a little bit more professional, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, overall, we learning. I like the feedback that we getting right now. I like the shit that we doing, But other than that, like I said, we got a good show. We do the segment off the comic book. We did episode 2 the other day. And I'm just gonna do a segment of it. It's Wolverine. We like to do our verses. Shout out to the boy Danco. We're gonna do a versus Wolverine versus Spider-Man, but it's the Miles Morales Spider-Man. And I was debating, should I do the regular Spider-Man first and then do Miles Morales, because they're kind of the same character, but a little different, other than the fact that one is white and the other one's black. Suits is different. They from the same place. They got bit by a spider. I don't know if it's the same radioactive spider, but he has some different powers that Spider-Man don't got. But they're pretty strong, and we all know Wolverine. If you're a fan of the X-Men and all that, you gotta know Wolverine and how he move and shit. So that should be a good versus. Then after that, we gonna get into my boy Kwame Brown reacting to D'Angelo Russell going viral for wearing a sports bra. I didn't know anything about this and shit like that. I just literally just seen this, and my boy KB always have an interesting take up on something. So we gonna see what he had to say about that. And we gonna give our reaction to that. And then we got my boy Marcellus Wiley. If you don't know, Marcellus Wiley got his show. I think it's called Never Don't Stop Talking or something like that. Excuse me for messing the show up, brother. I think that's what it's called. But Marcellus Wiley, if you know him, he used to be on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple shows. He used to be with the boy Max Kellerman and stuff. They had the radio show back in the days. Former football player, Ivy League All-American. You know what I'm saying? You see the jerseys in the back. Them is the jerseys he used to do. Think he went to North Carolina. Maybe. But yeah, Marcellus Wiley, great football player, real intellectual brother. He was like one of the smartest football players that's in the league. Not saying everybody in the league was dumb, but he's definitely one of the smartest players that you got up out there. You know what I mean? So he has an interesting perspective on. The caption says, J.J. Redick made his first mistake as a Lakers head coach. Now, I haven't been following the circus that is the L.A. Lakers right now. It's kind of personal to me. Like, my favorite teams growing up always was the Lakers and the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? More so the Warriors, but I always was a Lakers fan, and Kobe Bryant is one of my favorite. Like, Kobe Bryant is my favorite player all time. I put Kobe against anybody. Not saying that Jordan isn't the GOAT. Not saying that LeBron isn't good. I'm not taking away from anybody else, but I mean, for me, it's Kobe, and I put Kobe against anybody, either one-on-one or his credentials, against anybody. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. But RIP to the Mamba. And then finally, we're gonna get into a funny video. It's with George Bush. It's like it caught all the bloopers that, like, George Bush was saying all type of crazy shit. And if you think Biden is out of there, you know what I'm saying? But Like Bush would enunciate and say the shit, where Biden mumbled his words. Bush might mumble every now and then because he forget how to say it. He might stutter more than he mumbles, you know what I mean? But he doesn't look like he's incoherent. Biden sometimes look incoherent, like he's not there, or maybe whatever type of medication, if there is, they give him is maybe too much for him and stuff like that. Bush, to be honest, man, Bush looked like he was like drunk off of, what I'm saying, the devil's what they call that shit, the devil's dandruff. He looked like he was off that, and a lot of times he said crazy stuff. Sometimes he missaid words. Sometimes he just rambled off and said some weird shit. So we're gonna get into some of that, man. Other than that, we're gonna get into my boy R&B Aaron. R&B Aaron, we just had an interview with him yesterday. Unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties in the middle, so we're gonna have to spin the corner and do that one again, get a more in-depth one. But we got some insights. We got something that we could salvage out of it and put a couple clips up. But we definitely got to spin the corner for part 2 so we can get a more in-depth look, at my boy and how he moving and shit like that. But without further ado, we're gonna get into my boy R&B Aaron's video. It's called Genuine. Let's get into it.
Yeah. About that time to let you know it's on my mind.
Shout out to my boy Real and Blessed up out here.
Baby, I'm gon' fuck with you exactly how you fuck with me. Baby, you should keep that pussy good. I probably ain't gon' never leave. Baby, you should want no bitch or no nigga ever come between us. Baby, you should every word that I'm gon' say to you, I fucking mean. You the one for nigga. Feeling like T-Pain didn't have me sprung for minute. I don't want nobody else but you, baby. It's like my ghetto fantasy came true, baby. Cause you about 5 for 5, got light brown eyes to match. They can't fuck with you, they basic and you, babe. And you know it's true, they can't sit with you. Just tryna pull up to the smoking up wood with you. Cause baby, I fuck with you tough and you know that's all facts. Them other niggas ain't for you, they ain't built like that. No, I'm just tryna show you and teach you like a real nigga supposed to. Lately I've been on my grind and I ain't really had too much time. But baby, relax, we gon' change that. I'ma show you what's been on my mind. Baby, you should know I'm gon' fuck with you exactly how you fuck with me. Baby, you should keep the pussy good, I probably ain't gon' never leave. Baby, you should want no bitch or no nigga ever come between us. Baby, you should every word that I'm gon' say to you, I fucking mean it. And I know these songs go like wouldn't take this, but baby, I'm genuine.
Hey man, shout out to the brother, man. Shout out to the brother, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of these is older, and like we was talking about in the interview, he's like, man, I go back and forth with it. We just tell them to keep it lit. But man, these motherfuckers is going crazy. We played like an exclusive yesterday too that he sent us on the spot. It was pretty good song, man. I'm like, man. But he said he got a bunch. He loading the clip up. He just trying to put the visuals good, man. And I'm like, bro, whenever that shit go on, let a nigga know, because we definitely trying to get into that, man. We definitely trying to see what's up with that. But again, man, shout out to my boy Real and motherfucking Blessed Aaron, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. The next one we about to get into is the boy Deshaun Visions, another friend of the show. Now, we already know what's going on. This is his live performance he did up outside. It's called Human on the Who's Next live performance series. This is another banger. Let's get back into it, man. Deshaun Visions. Let's see what it do.
Yeah. I'm feeling this pressure, feeling this moment up with moments for life. Way too persistent to be sitting at home. Gotta progress to be grown. Got up and had to find that getting up is harder when you feel the world against you. And even when they be with you, they not. All my life I had to fight for a spot. Never felt normal anywhere, but anything I got was given from God. Yeah, I've been chosen to win. And with these words I manifest what I know is my end. Why do I always feel depressed? I never fully satisfied when others tell me they see potential looking right in my eyes. Maybe it's the actions they show me when I put out a song and ask about their favorites, but notice they barely knowing five. My ego talking, his pride is chalking my silhouette. Emotions got my pettiness rising and touching ceiling fans. Humble to the world, but inside I bottle these thoughts. We're all the same in the end, regardless of who we are. And again, I am. And again, I am. I encountered a lonely soul, full of optimism and gratitude. He didn't need a win for the attitude. Alpha dude was confident whenever he stood. Was polarizing from his vibe in every story that he told about his hood. Gained a new friend, but a brother first. Oftentimes agreed, but through the years had exchanged some words. Never had a father, but through him I felt what it was to lead through a storm. We came from struggle, so to lead was to form a new commitment. Depended on what he said. Even if it's wrong, I had his back when I know it is. Used to watch him rap and talk about how the world is his. One day I grabbed a pad and never stopped trying to be like him until I was me. Years went by, my name was all through the streets. He watched me start and never stop while he was scared to release. Even through it all, I still thought he was better than me. I hope he finds the man that once helped me be. I hope he sees that it's still possible. And fuck excuses, you're unstoppable. My nigga, if you want it, go get it and fuck the obstacles. Show me what it means to be yourself and not the trends, regardless of who supports or the number of loyal fans. What happened to you? Partly I still wonder at times when I reminisce and remember things I bury inside, only to come up with an answer I forget that exists. No matter who you are or where you begin, we're only human.
Man, salute to the boy. Man, y'all go check him out. Like we gonna always tell you to go check motherfuckers out that we posting up here. But Deshaun, I mean, probably like me and Corey knew each other for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like since niggas was like younger, and he always talked about his brother. He always talked about his brother doing music, posting it on SoundCloud. I think he was like making beats too. So like to hear that, see that around, and then I get to meet him up on the pod. Great young man. He pushing his dreams. He out there pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever he got to do to get his shit up out there, man. And that's always trying to support the positivity, man. Because where we from, man, you could be out here knocking somebody head up out here. You know what I'm saying? Knocking somebody upside the head, taking motherfucking shit, man. But when you're doing positivity, it's always a good thing to look at, man. So that's what we try to do up here at the Off the Pull Up, man. We always trying to support all the positivity as we can. It's a whole bunch of negative things out here in this world, and it's easy to do that. And it might make our journey a little longer because we're not trying to be super controversial, not being not having sensation for the sensationalization. However you said, I'm fucking up the words, but just not trying to be controversial just for the sake of being controversial. We gotta kind of waiting and saving it for the right moment to actually be really controversial. Other than that, we spreading positivity. We might poke fun at a couple of different things. We might react to some videos and stuff like that. But all we trying to do is spread love up here, man. You know what I mean? Talk about regular shit. But anyway, we're gonna get into this next video. This next video, again, we're gonna start it off. This like a piece of the show that we got off the comic, just a piece of it, you know what I'm saying? And this is Spider-Man versus Wolverine. This is a pretty good fight. They both pretty strong. One got a stronger healing factor than the other one. One bones is made out of like this strong metal called adamantium. The other guy got bit by a spider, so he like super strong. You know what I mean? He can climb up walls, super smart. You know what I mean? One dude is real smart. The other guy is like a skilled, trained assassin. You know what I'm saying? But if Spider-Man wanted to be a fucking assassin, he could be an assassin. He'd probably be one of the best of them. But man, maybe I'm talking too much. Let's just get into it, man. Shout out my nigga Dan Cole. Always got good shit. You go check his shit out. If you into the comic book shit, if you into the, you know what I mean, you trying to figure some shit out, trying to get into it, check out my boy Dan Cole. But we gonna get into another battle arena. Spider-Man versus Wolverine, and it's the Black Spider-Man. Kind of was like debating, should I do the regular Spider-Man and then Miles Morales, so you could kind of get the differences, because it's slight differences. But we're gonna start off with this. We figure it out.
Ultimate Universe, Miles Morales. Who's coming out on top? Let's find out. A long-lived mutant, the rage of a beast, and the soul of a samurai, James Logan Hallett's past was blood, war, and betrayal. Possessing accelerated healing factor, enhanced senses, and bone claws in his hands that, along with his skeleton, are coated in adamantium, Wolverine is the ultimate weapon. Logan possesses superhuman strength, will swing the tree trunks around like bait.
Got that nigga son in the background with the mohawk.
Baseball bats. Held an elevator with just one hand, even punched into solid steel before. He's also incredibly agile. This is enhanced reflexes and speed. Able to dodge point-blank bullets, machine gun fire. He can attack faster than the human eye can follow. He's got incredible senses, many times better than a normal human. He can surpass most animals. He can see in complete darkness, hear over incredible distances, taste pheromones in the air, fight blindfolded by just using hearing, and is the best tracker in the Marvel Universe.
Do you hear these things? Man, shout out to the people that actually wrote these stories and drew these pictures. Like, how long did it take these motherfuckers to sit up and think about? How long did it take these people to sit up and think about all these different powers and the complexities? Because all of them, it's people that got the same type of power, but it's complex. So, like a whole lot of thought went into this. Like, no disrespect to Superman, but Superman is just a super strong dude that nobody can really fuck with. Batman is probably more complex, but he's a detective and he's a genius as far as he can make gadgets and tech, and he's a billionaire. He gotta be a genius. he gotta know a million fighting styles, and then he has to be a billionaire on top of that to be able to put together technology just to even keep up with Superman. Superman is just super strong, fly, and he's like fast. At one point, he was the fastest person. Then they created motherfucking Flash. The Flash is real fast, but he's not strong. You know what I'm saying? You see how complex it could be? I digress.
He's also incredibly durable, thanks in large part to his adamantium skeleton and healing factor, which did punches from Hulk, Thor, Thing, and Wonder Man. Let's just talk about Logan's healing factor for a second here. This mutant ability allows him to heal from virtually any injury at an incredibly fast rate. And I do mean any injury. He's regrown missing limbs, organs, and has even regrown from just a skeleton before. But not only that, his healing factor also prevents nerve strikes from working effectively, because healing bypasses the effect virtually instantaneously. Wolverine possesses 3 foot long claws on each hand, which are coated in adamantium, and slice right through anything, even harming Hulk, Thor, and Thanos. Logan's been trained in a variety of different martial arts, mastering 18 different forms of Kung Fu alone, one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel Universe. He's taken down Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, and Deadpool. Even
Look, this is old Logan though. This is Logan. This nigga don't pop his claws no more. His healing factor is down. This nigga don't fight nobody. His niggas live for hundreds, like for a couple hundred years at this point. Look how crazy this nigga going. And again, this is him like, I ain't had to do this shit in years, but niggas just made me mad. Fuck it. Let's go in.
mastering 18 different forms of Kung Fu alone, one of the greatest fighters in the Marvel Universe. He's taken down Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, and Deadpool. He even helped to train Black Widow and Kitty Pryde. On top of that, Logan has been gifted with an incredible strategic and tactical mind when compared to a highly advanced computer.
Uh, Ghetto Podcast.
This game.
The funny shit is, you see that scene we just watched? They had to do the voiceover in the background because he couldn't do all that action shit and do the voiceover. Watch that nigga doing it, and you be like, he doing the claws. Shit is funny in the motherfucker, man. Let's go back.
So, we got one corner, the ultimate living weapon, Wolverine. But, entering the ring, other corner, the Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Originally created in the Ultimate Universe, this version of Spider-Man is a 16-year-old kid named Miles Morales from Brooklyn who takes on the Spider-Man identity after Peter Parker's death.
And that nigga got on Jordans. Niggas would have had his shoes, but I don't know why they didn't make my size. Almost still got them.
Miles Morales from Brooklyn who takes on the Spider-Man identity after Peter Parker's death. Miles discovers spider powers of his own after he was bitten by a spider 11 months before Peter's death, using these powers to be the best superhero he can be. Currently, Miles lives in the main Marvel Universe, member of the Champions. He's superhumanly strong and lifted and pressed several tons with really no problem. Miles has tossed police cars, lifted trucks, also able to draw blood and injure superpowered opponents with just one punch. However, Spider-Man uses just to pull his punches and kicks. Otherwise, his blows would be fatal to a normal.
That mean that nigga don't even sock people that hard. Like, the real Spider-Man, like, it was like a situation, somebody switched, I think it's Dr. Octopus switched bodies with this nigga. They call him, I think, Superior Spider-Man or something like that. It's a good comedy. You should check it out. If you into that type of thing, you should check it out. But like when he first got inside Spider-Man body, he fought against, I think it was the Scorpion, and he socked the Scorpion and knocked his head to the side. And that's when he was like, damn. So every time he was hitting us, this nigga was holding back. This nigga could have killed us anytime we wanted to. But yeah, that's crazy. It'd be hard to hold back punches if you could really punch that hard. But let's get back into it.
Normal human. Miles' body is also physically tougher and more durable than the average person. Despite taking point-blank explosions, being blasted through skyscrapers, let's take our Peter to attack someone like the Rhino. Then, just like all Spider-Men, also superhumanly agile, has reflexes 20 times greater than a human, able to easily perform extremely complicated acrobatic moves. He's able to easily jump around and weave through automatic gunfire, actually dodge attacks from Peter Parker before. He can cling to any surface using just his fingertips and toes. Also, has mechanical web shooters that were designed by Tony Stark. Actually, so powerful it'll web up and restrain Miss Marvel even while she's a giant. The mouse also got a spider sense that alerts him when danger is nearby, a lot like how Peter's spider sense functions. However, his spider sense actually seems to be greater than Peter's, as when that mouse dreamed he was being attacked by Electro, when in actuality, Electro was attacking Peter Parker miles away. Then Miles has actually got some abilities that Peter doesn't have. He's able to manipulate his bioelectric field and can temporarily paralyze his enemies by simply touching them with his hands. His attack has actually even knocked out giants before. He's able to completely camouflage himself, including his clothes.
This nigga knocked out a giant. See what I'm saying about like similar? This nigga knocked out a giant. This nigga, Peter Parker Spider-Man socked the Hulk so hard he knocked that nigga into outer space. So yeah, that's, you see what I mean about the complexities. This, it's crazy.
To blend into his surroundings and sneak up on enemies. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Spider-Man vs. Wolverine is a classic fight in the Marvel Universe, arguably up there with Captain America versus Iron Man or Hulk versus Thor. And it's a fight that we've seen play out multiple times on the page. But today we're mixing it up a little bit and throwing Wolverine up against the Spider-Man from Earth 1610, Miles Morales. And who's coming out on top here? That's what we're going to find out. Now, first things stronger and more powerful. Well, that's obviously got to be Miles. He's got a healthy edge over Wolverine in the strength department. But don't discount Logan completely. He's vastly stronger than the average man. He overpowers several men, their dogpile him, and send them flying backwards. He's crumpled up metal doors, caught and held onto an elevator before, repeatedly thrown opponents' horde bosses and Dragon Man, who weighs several tons, and snapped thick chains out of the hardest steel that money can buy. And when Wolverine was hit dead on by a speeding truck, well, he didn't budge and brought that truck to a dead halt. Probably most importantly for this,
join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game
Ghetto Podcast,
Warfare
man.
has received a major up.
That world famous Ghetto
Spider-Man
Podcast.
absolutely flying away, wrecking a door upon impact, all just a mere backhand. But like we said, Miles has the clear advantage here. He's one-shot Hobgoblin, Ultimate Scorpion, and Ultimate Doctor Doom. He's lifted up and thrown multi-ton trucks, punched opponents so hard they destroyed cars and trucks upon impact. And probably most impressively, he's taken down a giant woman with just a few blows. Remember, giant woman is strong enough to catch helicarriers. However, flip the script. While Spider-Man is stronger, Wolverine is a whole lot more durable. A whole lot more durable. However, once again, just like with Logan and strength, don't discount Miles when it comes to durability. I mean, the guy is a Spider-Man after all. Jackson Rhino wasn't even knocked out, even though Rhino sent him flying 100, 200 feet away, taking attacks from Spider-Man, Venom, Moreland, Hammerhead, and wasn't even really phased by an elbow from Old Man Logan. Moves roughly on par with Wolverine. Miles was taking attacks from Vision. So at point-blank explosions, he withstood the blast of multiple heat-seeking missiles. But
how the fuck you resist heat-seeking missiles? Multiple. Yeah.
As impressive as all that is, Wolverine is definitely still a whole lot more durable. Logan's just got a massive edge with his adamantium bones and his healing factor. He really does. He's able to take punches from the best of the best in the Marvel Universe, including people like Thing, Thor, and Hulk, and is generally able to withstand pressure points and nerve strikes as well, because his healing factor is able to override the nerve strike before it actually takes effect. He's able to easily take all sorts of gunfire. He's able to fight through all sorts of knives and sword attacks. He actually proceeded to beat his enemy, yet having his heart ripped out. And another time,
How the fuck you beat the shit out of somebody with your heart ripped out?
proceeded to beat his enemy, yet having his heart ripped out. And another time, hit his heart burst in his chest. He was back on his feet and a few moments later. He's had a nuclear explosion on more than one occasion. He's taken a gun able to disintegrate people. And one time, fought against the X-Men who were hypnotized to attack him. Yet Logan took all their attacks, actually able to keep on fighting through the night until the morning. He's even been kicked halfway around the world, United States, all the way to Georgia, the Georgia next to Russia, and got right back up, actually more pissed off than injured. Then, in regards to this fight, well, Wolverine is called Venom's strongest
Nigga
punches
socked him on the other
pathetic,
side of the
and
world.
taking a full-on speed blitz assault from Spider-Man, didn't pass out. And I know, he was briefly knocked out by Superior Spider-Man, but really, that's actually more out
That's that one I told you about, Superior Spider-Man, the one that he switched with that nigga Dr. Octopus. That nigga wouldn't hold nothing back.
was briefly knocked out by Superior Spider-Man, but really, that's actually more out of character for Logan than taking attacks on people like World War Hulk, Wonder Man, or Scar, which is honestly just kinda hilarious, but definitely shows how durable Wolverine is. Then finally, we got speed. This is kind of a crucial part of the fight, since Miles operates primarily on speed and agility, while Wolverine is surprisingly fast. He's able to easily evade gunfire when he wants to. He'll move as a blur and strike faster than his opponents can register. And when a speedster attacked Alpha Flight, Logan was the only one fast enough to see him and fight against him. Able to keep pace with Spider-Man. He's able to dodge attacks from Venom. Has tagged speedsters like Speed Demon, and is fast enough to dodge automatic gunfire even while running straight towards the shooter. Spider-Man has also consistently commented on Wolverine's speed, saying that Wolverine moved so fast he could barely notice what happened. Wondered if Logan was actually faster than him. And then the Scarlet Spider comes on how fast he is too, that he moves like a ninja, that he can't even be touched. Only problem is, Wolverine doesn't really rely on his speed too much or dodge attacks. Relies more on his durability and healing factor or to hold him out. Sometimes he takes attacks not just because he doesn't need to avoid them, but because he doesn't want to avoid them, using those hits to pump himself up, really get into the fighting mode. On the other hand, Spider-Man is able to dodge countless bullets, coming at from all directions all at once. And he's casually able to do this throughout his entire career. Also dodged bullets from some of the greatest marksmen in Marvel, like Winter Soldier, and has dodged Peter's webs at point blank range, which are just as fast, if not.
So this is a World of Warcraft hardcore randomizer.
Hey,
All
man,
your
get
abilities
your
are
money,
balanced
Dan
random,
Cole.
and you only get
Get your
one
money,
life.
my
Let's see
nigga.
how
I
far
can't
it
wait
goes,
till
and you kill.
Can't wait till my
Arguably
shit get commercial
faster
like
than
this.
bullets. Then, pertinent to this fight, he's easily danced around Old Man Logan and casually been able to web him up. Also, Spider-Man's Spider Sense, which, combined with his speed and agility, make Miles almost impossible to hit. It's warned him about shooters, attacks coming from behind, incoming missiles. It lets him predict energy blast or predict these about to be shot. So, end of the day, I'd have to say that Miles is physically superior here because he is a part of the Spider family. It's not by a massive margin, and it's definitely not as big as a margin as Logan, the original Spider-Man. And Miles is physically more powerful. Well, Wolverine is definitely the better, more skilled fighter. I mean, he's renowned across the world, even across the universe, for being an extremely deadly and experienced fighter. He's extensively
Hold on,
trained.
nigga. This nigga, what's that? Is that Zeus? Not Zeus, but These is like Greek gods and
for
shit.
being extremely deadly and experienced fighter.
Nigga, you got
He's
the Greek gods
extensively
watching
trained
you
in most
fade.
all forms of martial arts. See highly skilled at pressure points and nerve strikes.
Come here, this nigga
He's battling
Wolverine
people
tripping
like
again.
Shang-Chi, Iron Fist, Black Panther, Daredevil, and Captain America. When Forge analyzed his brain during combat, he said that Logan was operating at such a high level that it was like an Olympic gymnast performing.
Hold on, man. Could you imagine? Motherfuckers? Like, could you imagine? Like, there's only one God. You know what I'm saying? But could you imagine, like, every time you catch a fade, like, God and the angels pull up, be like, hey, man, this nigga tripping again. Come look at this shit. And everybody gathered around to watch you fade. That shit would be crazy. Just a crazy thought. But that's clean as fuck. That's some, see, man, sometimes you got to write your own narrative.
A gold medal routine while simultaneously defeating 4 chess computers in his head. Then Wolverine can also tap into his berserker rage, which is a hyperviolent state which he can enter when experiencing intense anger or pain. In this state, he's able to push past his normal physical limits. He's able to compress days of non-stop combat down to just a few minutes. And Forge has said that he's still able to maintain his highly sophisticated combat skills to be able to form complex strategies just in less time. On the other hand, unfortunately, Spider-Man really doesn't have any fighting skill to talk about. At least no fighting skill that could remotely be on par with Wolverine. But for all that being said, here's what this fight can really arguably come down to. Spider-Man's web shooters and Venom Sting versus Wolverine's adamantium claws and his willingness to use them. Miles' Venom Sting is kinda an instant knockout. One-hit victory. This knocked out Spider-Man on multiple occasions, knocked out Rhino, Venom, even Blackheart, and Fin Fang Foom. Then his webbing was able to manage to restrain Miss Marvel, Morbius, and Old Man Logan. The webbing is strong enough to restrain and stop cars. But Wolverine really has some effective counters for this. He's able to cut Kane's webbing out of the air. Old Man Logan pretty much instantly got out of Miles' webbing. Wolverine is better than Old Man Logan. And Wolverine is super familiar with Spider-Man's webbing on top of that. So don't think Miles' webbing will be enough here. Then with his Venom touch, Wolverine's been hit with Thor and Storm's lightning. And his healing factor will allow him to just instantly.
Yeah, man, again, man, shout out to the artist, but that's a clean ass picture. Like, this is shit they need to put on shirts. This the shit, like I understand, yeah, put out the regular graphic t-shirts and shit. Like, if that shit was on a shirt in Walmart, or if that shit was on a shirt in just a boutique, nigga, that shit is clean as fuck. Even if you ain't into comic books, that'll be like, and you be like, what's that? Like, oh, that's Thor hitting this nigga Wolverine with the God Blast. Like, nigga, that shit is crazy. Yeah. Keep on the lookout for that. Definitely about to do some shit like that, man. We about to get some clips up out there. We about to do that to promote this shit. It's some clean ass artistry. But let's get back into it.
Thor and Storm's lightning. And his healing factor will allow him to just instantly bypass the effects and keep on going. Spider-Man can also be super inconsistent with how he uses his Venom touch. Sometimes he'll use it, but sometimes he won't. He's kind of all over the place with it. And there's Wolverine's
But see, that lets you know that he ain't
as durable as Spider-Man is, he's really not that great against
Wolverine
piercing attacks. And so Logan's claws will just slide right through him like hot butter. And honestly,
here we go again. Get your money, Danko.
just need 1 or 2 well-placed stabs to instantly swing the fight in his favor. Question is, will Wolverine be willing to use his claws like this against Miles? Or is he going to be pulling punches in this fight? Well, I'm going to argue that he's not really going to hold back. Maybe not kill the kid, but Logan will have no problem hospitalizing him. For starters, Wolverine doesn't know Miles, so he won't be holding back because of that. On top of that, Wolverine has seriously injured Captain America in a fight. It was someone that Logan deeply respects. He's gone claws out against both Cable and Cyclops. Again, both people he deeply respects. He instantly tried to kill a young Cyclops from the past, so no problem killing kids. He even stabbed Spider-Man during a training exercise.
But no problem killing kids is crazy. I just had to say that. He has no problem killing kids. It's a comic book. Yeah, man, we might got to re-examine why, like, nah, I'm not going to be that guy. Fuck it. If you can listen to rap, nigga, you can watch, you can have a favorite comic book character that don't have a problem killing kids, because your favorite rapper don't got a problem killing kids neither.
Who
Allegedly.
respects more than almost anyone else. So yeah, while Logan might not decapitate or dismember, Wolverine is going to have no problem going claws out and going all out against Miles. With all that being said, end of the day, who wins? Well, I think I'm going to have to go with Wolverine. He's very nearly Spider-Man's
I
physical
think we
equal.
all
Is
think we pretty
vastly
much
more durable.
figured that
Meaning
out.
that
by the end.
Miles can't put him down
Miles
just
is a
blunt
guy.
force attacks. That really limits him just web shooters and his venom touch. Already been over how Wolverine can get past that. On top of all this, Wolverine has a lot more fighting experience against spiders than Miles does fighting against Wolverine. Logan also has claws, which can instantly and drastically turn the tide in his favor. Miles is good, but he's young, he's inexperienced. Considering how well Logan has done against the original Spider-Man, Wolverine is just way too much here. Wolverine wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. So sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications from the Fanco Army, and I will see y'all next time.
Hey, man, shout out to my boy Danco, man. That was a pretty good one. I mean, I think halfway in you could kind of see, but it still was a good fight. Still was a good fight, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I've been a Wolverine fan since I was younger and shit like that. When I was a kid, I used to think he was the X-Men. When they was talking about the X-Men, I thought it was him with the claws. You know what I'm saying? Until I got a little bit more deeper into the lore, start getting more comic books and shit like that. But yeah, man. I thought that was a good fight. Shout out to the boy Danco. We about to get into another segment. About to play a freestyle by my boy Gigs 510. Shit, my nigga been killing shit for a minute. If you go to his Instagram, the real Gigs 510, man, I gotta put out freestyles all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? He always got some shit going for the movement and shit like that. And he got like a really lyrical flow, bro. And I love lyrics because I try to be lyrical when I rap, when I do rap. So, and I listen to lyrics. The beats is cool, like, and he produced, like he rap and produce. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. He been around for a minute. I could play some shit from like 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into this one. He always be on a lot of freestyles, showcases and stuff like that. He got songs and stuff like that, but like he trying to, he trying to push the issue. Like, nigga, I really do this. I rap, I produce music, and I'm a real lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like you could sit up and think about my shit. I make inspirational songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about killing motherfuckers all the time or fucking a million bitches or nothing like that. And shout out to everybody to do it, because I talk about that shit in my raps and shit like that. But what I'm saying is, it's like, it's a breath of fresh air to hear motherfuckers that's just creative. You know what I'm saying? That's just, again, like, niggas trying to push the peace. It's too much negativity up out here. But we gonna get into one of this called Any Given Bars. You know what I'm saying? It's a segment. He number 77. They got a whole bunch of other people that hopped up on here that, it's like I said, it's a display of your talent and show motherfuckers like, I could do this shit. You know what I mean? It's another platform to be on. But we gonna get into this motherfucker. Let's go.
today. We had Kicks Inks. Thank you for having us. We had a very special guest in the building, Gigs 510. I heard a lot about you, bro. I want to get right into the freestyle. We're gonna show the people why we interviewing. You okay with that? Yep. Let's do this shit, bro. Let's go. This beat is so fire.
Let's get to it.
You had the production staff digging in the back earlier. This is fire. Hey, long live God.
Load it.
Hey. Talk that talk.
I took the ball before I had to get back on my feet. Taught me to play by my own rules. They gon' try to cheat. Money the root of all evil, but I needed to eat. God help me fight demons that I'm struggling to beat. Traumatized for learning from the memories I can't delete. Had to take some losses, I kinda feel incomplete. A lot of tears from taking risks, blood dripping in the street. Got my heart feeling cold while I'm gripping on the heat. Suffer from fake friends who secretly trying to compete. Cause people will wear masks for the bag, trick or treat. Just to learn the hard way, everything isn't sweet. And gotta charge to the game, they're ashamed of the receipt. So since my heart is scarred, I always got my guard up. Women trying to treat my bed sheets like a cheat sheet. Cause I'm climbing the ladder, board up, microphone getting charged up. Cooking up for my haters, I'm making them eat meat. In other words, make it hard for substance to breathe. The goal is peace of mind, tell them it's hard to achieve. Cause I'm losing brothers easy and finding it hard to breathe. Feel like I'm reaching out to help people find it hard to believe in. Got the nerve to turn around and judge me for my rejection. Like me saying fuck everyone ain't for my protection. Got me confused like, what the fuck was y'all expecting? This was sort of me asking for love and protection. Out of the mind, environment, down and down for my section. Up in the pistol at a mirror while aiming at my reflection. Paranoid, quick draw, like sketching. Seen too many get X. I know I'm not an exception. Lost in the streets, just trying to find some direction. Mama blowing up my phone while praying for my protection. Fearing this world, lacking affection for my complexion. Canceling me for mistakes before the chance to make correction. Accepting my own flaws, so I ain't got a fake perfection. Crazy what a lot of rappers do to get a check. Sacrifice self-respect just to do a little flexing. When the goal should be power and money, the side effect. I put in work, but they don't give credit where it's due. No report, I'm getting paid back, bitch, I came to collect. Me versus me, I don't give a fuck about you. You and nobody to me, like if I aim at your neck.
Any given bars, Gigs 510. I'm just gonna assume you from the 510. Is that crazy for me to assume that?
I'm from Seminary.
Okay, there we go. Is that some of your influences? Or you have a Oakland influence, Bay Area influence, or you influence from all over?
Ooh, okay, so yeah, I'm like a lyricist, so you feel me? I grew up on like Pac, Big L, like all the old school shit.
I can hear it.
Hey, man, shout out to the guy.
A lot of my shit is grounded in like Keek, Too Short, 40. You feel me? A lot of the
Hey, man, I know y'all heard them bars, bro. I know y'all heard them bars. That nigga was going crazy up on this shit, man. But this nigga do this shit all the time. I promise you, bro. We gonna finish this one off, and then we gonna get into the next one.
Yeah,
it's kind of mesh, pretty much.
I feel that.
Hyphy mixed with lyricism. What I started doing at the beginning of the year is I made a pact to myself. I said I'm gonna drop a song every weekend for the full year, just to see if I could do it. And I guess at the end of the year, I'll turn it into a project or something.
Okay.
But if you follow me on any social media, literally every Friday, I'm dropping a new song. I make the beat from scratch. I make the song from scratch. I just put that shit out there. I'm trying to see where it takes me.
So you already beat me to the questions.
You see that shit, nigga? Like, nigga, man. It's a lot of niggas like this up in the motherfucking town, in the Bay Area, in California, period. It's a whole lot of this shit. Right now, definitely salute to my LA niggas, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick actually for sure did that shit. And this shit they trying to turn it into something totally different. But Kendrick actually did that shit, nigga, and he can gloat. Everybody get mad because this nigga Kendrick. It's like, oh, well, he has the pinata on the video. And, you know, now like Rick Ross got jumped in Toronto, and supposedly the people up out there that's in Toronto that did that shit is supposedly Hell's Angels, allegedly. I mean, there's shit saying it is, but I'm always going to say allegedly because it can always come out any type of different way. But allegedly that's like that. So, and then Drake likes it and posts up a video, Happy Canada Day. And you know what I'm saying? Like all of these things is like, but salute. Motherfuckers got the shit popping and shit like that, man. But I don't know, we from, you know what I'm saying? We from up at the top, my nigga. So we got to start pushing up at the top, man. Because when people be thinking about California, as far as music, like it's a lot of people that think the Bay, but it's hella people. California is LA to a lot of people. Like California is LA to a lot of people that's outside of California. The Bay Area, we just like only thing they post up about us is like fucking whenever we bipping cars or we hitting shit, you know what I mean? Or it's shit like that. They don't post up all the creative talent and all the people that's out there being real creative and on some positive shit. The negativity is like overtaking the positivity and shit like that. You feel me? And I just think we need to display more of that type of shit. And so we could, like, they looking at California right now. A lot of, you know, at least they acting like they looking at California, man. Let's do a big showing too. Because at the same time, we got just the same amount to offer as our brothers down, you know what I mean, up in motherfucking LA. In Southern California. We got the same amount to offer. I think we are at least as good, and me being, maybe it's my bias, I think we might be a little better. But you know what I'm saying, LA, it's not, I don't want to say Tinseltown, but they got the shit there, and this shit is real big. So I just think we need to push our shit, man. I think we need to push getting into our creatives. Like, it's been a whole bunch of different situations that happen. Like the one dude that go to different places to eat. Everybody hit him up, man. You should go to the Bay Area. Go to Oakland. These places. This nigga got sick eating food up out there, and then all type of different shit. Like, that was a bad look. You know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to Gigs 510. Didn't want to make this shit into a rant. Just definitely respect what you're doing, and I respect the positivity and the love you showing up out there, and I respect how you just sat down and started grinding and got into it. Said, fuck it, I'm about to drop some shit every Friday, nigga. Every Friday I'm gonna drop some shit. You know what I mean? And being in the freestyle shit, just a bunch of different shit, man. I just respect motherfuckers out there still pushing their dreams and shit, man. So, but we about to get into this next one. This next video is this boy Kwame Brown reacting to D'Angelo Russell wearing a fucking sports bra. It's weird. It's crazy, but again, to each his own. I just didn't know this. Again, this is the first time I ever seen this video. So we gonna get into it, man.
The Brown Boys, we the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys, we the Brown Boys. And Nick Young, my brother. You don't need to be mad at D'Angelo Russell no more, man. The man was bonding with Iggy Azalea.
Well, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Well, what the fuck is going on? But this is crazy. These niggas is weird.
The man was bonding with Iggy Azalea. I've been watching things on D'Angelo Russell. This boy doing his nails. He had a spa day. The young man he was gossiping and bonding with Iggy. He don't understand man code, so he don't know what the hell he was doing by gossiping with this woman about you. Because for the life of me, I don't understand what this nigga was wearing. The Lakers are in serious trouble.
Hey, man, if you watching this right now, man, if you watching this right now, if this is not what we think this is, if this is not what we think this is, what is this? I just want you to answer that. If this is not what we thought this was, what is this? What is it? Now, I think it was Nike. They released a new sports bra, and it's not new anymore. Like a while back, and they had people. They had a guy from the rainbow community wearing it, and soon as I seen this shit, the first thing I thought was, I wonder what logo is on there. I wonder what kind of because this is allegedly a sports bra. This is allegedly a sports bra. But this podcast shit crazy, but you gotta be careful how you talk, man. But this is allegedly a sports bra. And there's people that saying it's not. It's people saying it's not. And I just would like to ask the people that was watching this shit, if this is not, then what is it? Real serious question. What is it? If this isn't that, or if this isn't what most people that are looking at this think it is, then what is it that maybe not a lot of people think it is? Like, what is it? Let's get back into it. The hell? Oh, I muted it. How the fuck I muted? Sorry about that.
The ladies are I gotta take the time to hit this swag because I don't know what the hell is going on.
That nigga said I gotta follow.
Maybe they don't put something in that jab that they gave you, nigga. They mandated all
that nigga said I gotta hit this blunt, nigga. I gotta hit this weed. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on.
Maybe they don't put something in that jab that they gave you, nigga. They mandated all these niggas take a jab. And maybe they've been doing this before that jab, but them niggas start wearing dresses to work. Them niggas start wearing.
But what is that? What is that? What is that? And look, he in a room full of dudes. I wish I could talk to one of them people in that room, because they can't tell me they didn't notice it, because he cut his shirt and cut it all the way down. Like, this some old school hooper shit. Like, that's what niggas used to do back in the days. Niggas used to buy a shirt, cut the arms off, cut it low, just because niggas hooping and shit like that. I remember this shit. So this some hooper shit. But it seems like he cut it low to show you whatever he has on. But again, man, if I'm wrong, tell me in the motherfucking comment section, man. Let's see what's going on.
Halter tops and spandex and purses.
But what do we what is he covering?
Even Big Perk, big ass, had a purse on. He a big old ugly bitch, but he had a purse on too. And I don't understand what's going on. They getting all of these black men.
Why? But you around these kids
to say, fuck being a man. Let me just teeter on the fence because this is just cool. Nigga, what? D'Angelo Russell is probably one of the luckiest men, because we done, back in our era, D'Angelo Russell, it would have been over with. Once he told on Nick Young the way he told on Nick Young, it would have been over with. Now this nigga running around practicing.
Exactly. Nigga, to this day, again, this is how long I've been a Lakers fan. He will never get above being called to snitch. Like that was his name. Like D'Angelo Russell is the snitch. That nigga will always be the snitch. You can't never talk to this nigga. This nigga literally sat up and recorded Nick Young talking about his yeah, that nigga will forever be the snitch. And if you don't know that you shouldn't do that, and then you don't know why people mad that you did do that, and then you posted it, if you don't know anything about that, you might later on in your life, you might be wearing whatever this guy got on right now. Allegedly a sports bra.
In a halter top. What the hell? I told y'all, stars are not born, they're created. This is how they're created. These boys know what they gotta do. They already know what they gotta do.
Dude, this nigga not got a shirt.
Look at this shit, y'all. I want y'all
this
to
nigga don't got it.
Why?
But this nigga don't got it. But what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Why would a heterosexual man do this? He knows what he has to do. That's why they all do it. Now, can somebody tell me what the hell does this young man got on up under this shirt?
For sure. I don't know what's going on.
What is that? What is that, please? Somebody tell me. Because I don't know what this is. This looks like this nigga is on the WNBA Joanna man ass nigga. This nigga is a real life Joanna man. Let me play it to see what this dude talking about.
Oh shit. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I still don't know how to work that that third-hand content, third-party content. So we gonna stop it right there, man. Last time I did that, like me and this nigga Corey did the shit. We was playing a video. My guy, shout out to the guy Corsino for Life. We was playing one of his videos, and then he used a video inside of the video, like introduced it, and that video got flagged, and it kept talking about third party content. And the way my little nigga mind work is like third-hand information. It's like you heard from somebody that heard from somebody. You didn't hear from somebody that heard from the source. Matter of fact, you heard from somebody that heard from the source, but when you put it out into the person you tell it to, I heard from somebody that heard from somebody. But anyway, whatever. Working that out in my head. But I still don't know I don't know how that shit worked. So it like flagged our whole video. I think we had probably about maybe 15 minutes of content, and we talked through it, but at the same time, it flagged our video. So we gonna stop it right there, man. And if you like that video, if you like what you've seen so far, man, go check out Kwame Brown Bus Life, man. Go holler at the bus, my nigga. Always got some good content. He stay on top of a bunch of shit. Like, to be honest, like he one of the motherfuckers that inspired me to actually just start going live and doing it, because he just went out there and said it. And sometimes, you know, like everybody painted his narrative a different way, and he never spoke on it. And then when he started speaking on it, everybody started changing and all type of different shit. Like he's changed the landscape. Like he's changed it. A whole lot of conversations he bring up on his live get brought up on a lot of these different people's shows. Just like right now, we just used a little, like a half of this video to highlight this one thing and shit like that. From motherfuckers that's low on the totem pole coming up, all the way up to motherfucking ESPN, where they took his talking points and put it up there. So, man, shout out to the Bus Life, man. The next person we about to get into is my guy Marcellus Wiley. he talking about JJ Redick, says the coach made his first mistake. JJ Redick made his first mistake as a Lakers head coach. Now, again, I don't keep up with the Lakers. I haven't been watching shit. The only thing I see is what they post on the news and what I catch. I don't really care about what free agents they get. I really do not. Secretly deep down in my heart, I do not want them to win right now. And if they do win, I'm not going to celebrate it right now. But some people call me a fake Lakers fan. I'm like, now I got pictures when I was a kid with Lakers shirts. Like, when I was in high school, people used to call me Kobe because when I shot the ball, I said Kobe instead of Jordan. And that's when Kobe was on the come up. If you really know me, if you know me, you know Kobe been my favorite player since fucking junior high. But anyway, but yeah, we about to get into this video. My boy Wiley, shout out to Marcellus Wiley, got a great show, man. You should check him out. Real intellectual ex-sports player, you know what I'm saying? Got like philanthropy work, you know what I'm saying? Got programs for kids and shit like that. So anyway, and he from Compton. So let's get into it.
Damn, JJ Redick just made his first mistake as the new head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, I said it. And I can say it.
Yeah, remember I said Ivy League school, and I pointed to Jersey, and it looked like a North Carolina jersey. But yeah, Columbia is an Ivy League school. So yeah, Columbia to Compton to Columbia, like that's a flex, nigga. That's like Richard Sherman, you know what I'm saying, coming from where he from to fucking Stanford. They try to call my nigga a thug, but anyway, let's get back into it.
I'm a coach with experience. So what? They're only 8 years old. The itty bitties be balling. We be winning championships out there. But all seriousness, was watching a draft pick introduction press conference. Yeah, Dalton Nectar. And they're really happy about that dude. They love that dude. And Bronny James, which comes with its issues because there's such public outrage conversation about should Bronny James be on the Los Angeles Lakers? Should Bronny James be in the NBA? Should Bronny James still be in college? Hell, Bronny James was rated higher when he was a high school player. A lot of people are talking about. So conversation fodder about Bronny James. All right.
I'm about to try something.
JJ Redick, as the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, decides in front of Bronny James.
Thinking about getting a new roof for your home in the next year or so. Now, before you get bids from contractors,
don't worry about it. I won't. Don't worry, I ain't getting one.
To address the situation. So let's just see what JJ had to say about this situation.
Now, Bronny, I want to.
I'm just putting this up
just said,
just so it won't
Rob
be the content.
I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this, right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work, and for us, prioritizing player development, we view Bronny as like case study one because his base level of feel, athleticism, point of attack defender, shooting, passing. There's a lot to like about his game. And
so you see all that shit. Now I'm about to show Bronny face right now. This is Bronny face. Hold on. See his face? He got that look. He made that look as soon as he said he like basically made him into like like the potential and all. You know, he said potential, but yeah. Look at his face. That nigga lip turned like, what? What's going on? What? And he's still young. He's still figuring out. Like, one thing I could respect, he didn't learn to play the game like LeBron do. I mean, do your thing. But at the same time, yes. Anyway, that's another story.
And as we sort of build out our player development program holistically, he's going to have a great opportunity to become an excellent NBA player. With Bronny, I want to.
Let's just say that those weren't backhanded compliments. At the same time, they weren't pure either. Wasn't pure love for Bronny James. Project. You think there's good times? You could project. What do you think? You put me in a JV or something? It sounded like he was igniting them, or he was putting them in a position where
If there was a JV to NBA, based on how Bronny was doing it, he need to be in JV. Nobody said, I'll say.
Bronny, you ain't ready. Holistic approach to Bronny James's development. Name some positive attributes. All that said, it didn't sound like it was something that needed to be said in that moment. You didn't help the situation. To me, you hurt it. Now, let me tell you why. Because he got a little loose with the word earn. A little loose with that. He said Bronny's earned it. I love the story. I love LeBron having his son in the NBA with him. Just to have your birth certificates match up close enough where your skills are still close enough where, damn it, we still can play the game together. We can play the game together. That's insane. Now, LeBron's still one of the best players in the game, and his son is entering the game. I'm not talking about that. But when he says earn, people are going to point.
LeBron is not one of the best players in the NBA. Top 20, which I guess he still would be one of the best players in the NBA if he's top 20, top 25.
At what the word earn means. And they're going to always go back to the most recent production. They're not going to go back to your glory days, glory years, your Al Bundy moments. They're going to go back to when we saw you last. And when we saw him last, it wasn't the best, right? We all know that. So, choice words here, nitpicking a little bit, but earn. Now, you got to understand that when you get drafted, it's not just based on what you earn. I went to a small school. I didn't earn all SEC. I didn't earn all American on the 1A level. I was all American on AA. But you don't have to say, I earned it. You also can say, well, you went to a small school, but his potential. You can hide way better behind the word potential than you can behind the word earn. He decided to go earn. All right, just putting that to the side, because that ain't his worst offense right there. Now, what I also saw was him giving power to outside the room. And you got to remember, if you're a coach, one thing you can't do is give power outside this room. In this room, there's enough issues for us to deal with on the daily within these walls.
Yeah, I could say that. He shouldn't be worried about anything on the outside because the Lakers are a fucking circus. So, like, the way he came in is a circus, and the way and for him, yeah, he need to worry about keeping his job, worry about doing the best job he can do. Like, 'cause the only thing everybody talks shit about the shit, I talk shit about it. Like, I've been like, the thing is about this could be another nepotism type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it failed, it could be like that. But at the same time, if LeBron introduced JJ Redick and he ends up being like Steve Kerr, you gotta kind of give him his props, man. Like even if you missed all of them, like this is, you hit this one. Like this one, like, you know what I mean? Like, we could take away, like, you can't take that away. It probably it will be an achievement that you could put on your belt, especially since you got 2 years. If y'all get legitimately good, not the fake shit. The Lakers are the circus, like I said. They run the fake. They got the press media. The Lakers got their own fucking channel. So, not the fake doing good. Not the media like doing really good despite what anybody thinks of the Lakers. Not doing bad and we'll find a bright side so we can sell you the Lakers. If they do that, and then next year, even compete for a championship legitimately, then we got something. And if Bronny could do something in between there, because they could say, fuck it, we're going to start Bronny. And people be like, he doesn't deserve to start. If they start Bronny and Bronny start destroying from the gate, or at least playing decent, people want to shut up. Like, if Bronny averaged 12 points a game this year and it don't look bullshit, it ain't stat pattern, if Bronny could contribute to them winning some games, not even getting in, not even super games. If Bronny could, like, despite all the shit and what I think about Bronny, if Bronny has a good season, I'll be the first nigga to say I was wrong. And I want to see that. Deep down in my heart, I want to see Bronny succeed, but I also don't want to see the Lakers succeed because of what LeBron has done to the Lakers. Bronny is innocent in this shit. Like, nigga, if I was LeBron's son, I wouldn't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, get me in the NBA. Nigga, I'll do it. Hell yeah. I might end up being good. Or I might not be shit. But yeah, I'll take that if I was Bronny's son. So Bronny, I mean, if I was LeBron's son, shit, like, he ain't doing nothing he ain't supposed to do. But let's get back into him, play a little bit more, and then y'all could go and check the rest of it out.
About to go outside and kind of handle some conversation. Now, he was also responding to someone who said that Bronny James was given this opportunity, so he had to make sure he responded to that. But I just know from coaches one-on-one, and look at these coaches I had in the league. Marv Levy, that part. Mike Riley, Wade Phillips, Marty Schottenheimer, Bill Parcells, Jack Del Rio. Had some dudes, right? Some names, households. Y'all know what it is. Champions. And what's going on out there, we laugh about it, we talk about it, we acknowledge it, but we don't give it power. We don't let y'all in on it. We don't let y'all know it's phasing us. Why? Because then we know we're going to have to deal with it. So now, if you're a smart reporter, this is a storyline you can run with forever. Not just that Bronny's there, it's should Bronny be there. Watch that one. Watch how that plays out. That's going to happen a lot. And it's going to happen a lot because there's so much pressure playing for the Lakers. You play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I'm from LA, live in LA. Trust me, I'm a Clipper fan. I love my Clippers. I don't hate the Lakers. I just laugh at their pain because I'm a fan. You see the Lakers, you already know that's the gold standard. You know, that's the creme de la creme out here. That's our A team. Let's just be real. That's all good. But an overwhelming amount of pressure also comes on a lot of these guys when they play for the Lakers. It's different.
Nah, that's a fact, man. I'm gonna stop it right there, man. If you like that shit, go check out the rest of that shit, man. Like I said, my guy Wiley always got some real particular, smart, you know what I'm saying, takes on different shit. I wasn't even really paying attention. Like I said, I like to watch the Lakers' failure be complete. You know what I'm saying? I like to watch that. Like the Warriors, I don't even know if the Warriors gonna be that good this year. They might be all right, maybe not even make the playoffs this year. But if they beat the Lakers, it'll be all right, man. That would be all right. But anyway, man, about to get into this next one. This is George Bush. This is Bush bloopers. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm about to hop on. I'm about to just do a little commercial, man, real quick. I gotta do something real quick. But we about to slap this Gotti, but real quick, man. Real quick. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Go. Keep that shit low key, Tay. Keep it low key. Sometimes I don't recognize a nigga, I'm staring in the mirror. My mind going crazy, finna give a nigga tear. Internet does hope your device catch an error. Bitch, pour me some mud, dirty Sprite, make it more better. Ain't no scene of judge, so I hop me from the bacon. Butterflies after the dash, pound sweating and still shaking. Build on your block with the gang like Freemason. Margella's on from Yabba, she just do a nigga Franklin. Sometimes I recognize a nigga staring in the mirror. And my mind going crazy, finna give a nigga tear. Internet does hope your device catch an error. Bitch, pour me some mud, dirty Sprite, make it more better. Yeah, bitches ain't silver, this is black with VVS's. Any you think about testing me, we leave them breathless. Sipping on this mug, got a nigga feeling stressed. At night, I can't sleep and seeing a weekend high. I left it, you ain't really about it, you just put on for the hoes. See if they be by you, I have to fill you up with hoes. My OG told me stay on the low and play a role. Sub-Zero with the still, leave a nigga overfroze. Tinted like a limo, come through the town, they can't stand me. Ay, if you ain't about dough, then what the fuck you tryna hand me? Ay, racing to the low, 550 and sliding fancy through the light, 104 on the dash, they can catch me. Niggas really bout it, fuck the song and fuck this rap shit. Keys under the mattress, got pills with twists and tablets. Bag them up and they disappear like magic. No tussle, we got the Maddox to match any nigga static. Recognize a nigga, I'm staring in the mirror. My mind going crazy, finna give a nigga tear. Internet does hope your device catch an error. Bitch, pour me some mud, dirty Sprite, make it more better. Ain't no scene to judge, so I hop from the bacon. Butterflies after the dash, palm sweating and still shaking. Build on your block with the gang like Freemason. Margella's on from Yabba, she just do a nigga Franklin. Sometimes I recognize a nigga staring in the mirror. And my mind going crazy, finna give a nigga tear. Internet does hope your device catch an error. Bitch, pour me some mud, dirty Sprite, make it more better. Yeah, fuck that, who that, what up, pull through, do, get wet up, talking shit, that's broke move with no bread up. I walk through, designer me, I'm looking wetter. Ice on, bitch, cooler than ever. Who did what to who? Nigga, never. Fuck that, who that? Nigga, what up? Pull through, do, nigga, get wet up. 20 in a row, bitch, I'ma eat regardless. 50 in a cartridge, match any nigga target. Fast lane, got it, been a block, I'm double darted. You ain't wanna finish, why the fuck you tryna start it? In Vegas, counting trips, y'all but bless me with some Benjis. It's haters on the strip, so I'ma flex up in Da Vinci. Now the way to throw some shots and make a nigga tip me. Hollow tip busting at a nigga. Sometimes I don't recognize a nigga, I'm staring in the mirror. My mind going crazy, finna give a nigga tear. Internet does hope your device catch an error. Bitch, pour me some mud, dirty Sprite, make it more better. Ain't no scene to judge, so I hop from the bacon. Butterflies after the dash, palm sweating and still shaking. Build on your block with the gang like Freemason. Margella's on from Yabba, she just do a nigga Franklin.
Hey, man. Yeah, my bad, man. My bad, y'all. Man, niggas had like a little quick phone call, man. Apologize about that. I had to take that, but man, I left y'all with some good music, man. I left you with my guy Gotti. I was gonna play that to sign off, but it's all good, man. My nigga Gotti hit y'all with my staring that mirror, man. A lot of y'all niggas can't even stare in that mirror. Shout out to my boy Gotti. This next video is gonna be the last video we get into. This is Bush bloopers. This is like a funny video. This nigga when Bush used to be fucking up. Bush is a funny ass nigga, bro. But I ain't gonna talk too long on it. Let's just get into it. Oop.
The only thing we have is fear itself. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
The challenge facing the United States is that we have to be right one time. I mean, 100% of the time. It's hard for me to explain why that was the case. Just take my word for it.
But this nigga don't be knowing what the fuck he talking about.
Just seems like I was here yesterday. I was.
This nigga forgot he was here yesterday.
Just seems like I was here yesterday. I was. Anybody here got 4 kids? 3 kids? You got 4? 4. 3, okay. All right, wait. I don't know why I asked that. Oh, I know why I asked that.
Oh, I know.
The best way to defeat this enemy in the long run is to deny them the recruiting tools that are and recruitments made possible by.
Nigga, what the fuck is a recruitment? Y'all leave that in the comments section. What the fuck is a recruitment?
Resentment. I'd like to stay here all day, but I gotta go to Vegas. Something about what goes on there stays there or something like that, you know?
That nigga keeping it real with you. That's like a moment of truth right there. They think it's a joke. That nigga dead serious.
Thanks for coming.
I got some pussy in Vegas, nigga.
Thanks for coming. Welcome to the White House.
Look, that nigga lost this. They always talk shit about like that. They always talk shit about Trump and Obama on the teleprompter. This nigga used to lose his place on the teleprompter. You see his eyes? Watch his eyes move. His eyes moving is literally trying to catch up to the teleprompter.
Welcome to the White House. Thanks for
Let
coming.
me start
He
over.
didn't like the way the cotton shirts that he wore absorbed, his bodily fluids. Last night, Jeb and I had some crabs. Looked like members of the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife.
But why you?
TV stars, Andy Garcia. I like to mountain bike. I like to put a little country and western music on my iPod. I think the Japanese people are going to like the taste of U.S. beef. Matter of fact, I had a good slice of beef last night. I can see Laura beginning to grimace a little bit. She said, he's getting awfully windy.
Hey, man. I guess they say out of town, they say windy is you talking too much, nigga. We used to call getting windy like running. Like I got up out of there. I got windy on the ass.
Texas term. Let me. I'm serious about it. You'll be. Let me. There would have been a deficit, but there wouldn't have been the commiserate, the kick.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Are you having burritos for lunch? The tourists. Barney is
this
my
nigga
dog.
can't even read his cards. But that nigga, I don't care what nobody say. That nigga was high. That nigga was high than a motherfucker. Supposedly he got Alzheimer's or some shit like that, a dementia shit right now. That nigga was lit.
That House Republicans last fall passed strong earmark reform idea. Put forth earmark reform ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, tell people why I say that. I mean, I think they're cost effective. That there be a stable.
See, the difference is he's stuttering, but Biden really be like whatever. I know, like, yeah, it's totally different.
4. I mean, tell people why I say that. I mean, I think they're cost effective. That there be a stable Iran that is capable of rejecting Iranian influence. I mean,
Iran capable of. Let's run that back. What is he talking about?
Iran that is capable of rejecting Iranian influence. I mean Iraq.
Oh, you mean Iraq? Okay, you were tripping.
I met an onion grower today at the airport when I arrived, and he said, "You got to help me find good people that'll pull onions."
But that nigga did not meet no fucking onion seller at the airport.
It is a. I think it is. It's
something.
The elections. Yeah, I think. Tide turning, as I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of it's easy to see a tide turn.
That nigga was not raised in the desert.
Did I say those words?
Hey, man. But the presidency is fucked up. Presidency been fucked up for years. And for a lot of people, they don't see Trump as that bad. So I just wanted to play that to show that it's a bunch of bloopers of Biden. It's a bunch of bloopers. Well, matter of fact, there's not really no bloopers on Obama. I think that's why they always say he's the most well-spoken president, because there's not really no bloopers on Obama. You can see him saying shit. He cracked jokes and shit, but that nigga ain't stuttering on his words and shit. Like he might go, but he's real. Maybe that's why a lot of people liked him, because he could talk really good. You know, that's what they be saying about black people. Anyway. Like he speaks so well. He speaks so well. I mean, he really. Anyway, but nah, man, that's the show. I think I took up enough of everybody's time. I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to that boy Corey, and shit, we got some new shit probably gonna hit you tonight with some shit. But happy 4th of July to everybody, and shit, I bid you adieu.